Merry Christmas. Shitter was full. I don't know. How much do I need to say about this one? Let's get into it. Support here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. Welcome to another Christmas movie review, and we've got a classic today. First off, I'm mad that I couldn't cover this last year, because this is definitely one of the ones that gets me excited every Christmas holiday season. It's the best National Lampoon movie. It's debatably the best Christmas comedy out there. It's The Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. If there's a time I'll read the back of the disc, let's see what it's got. Back of the case. This holiday season, Clark Griswold, Chevy Chase, vows his clan will enjoy the most fun-filled family Christmas ever. Oof, they all want it. Before you can say fa la 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 la, he decks the halls with howls of folly in the perennial favorite National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Seeing is believing. There are 25,000 lights on the roof, an exploding turkey, a SWAT team taking siege outside, a festive supporting cast, Beverly D'Angelo, Randy Quaid, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Juliette Lewis, William Hickey, much more, and a John Hughes script that backs everything up into, again, just debatably one of the best Christmas movies of all time. Now, fun fact with this one, this is certainly not one I grew up with. I think the first time I watched this in full was when I was around, let's say, 12, 13. And it's weird saying this. I grew up aware of it, but not watching it. I personally had in the back of my own mind that this was overrated. And don't ask me why, because I really can't go into my full memory of this. But I guess the problem was, I did watch this when I was younger, but I never watched the full movie. I used to see snippets of it on TV and really never cared for anything going on. But when you sit down and have the time to watch it in full, and this is certainly a movie I recommend watching with family. Get the whole family in to watch this movie, and you'll have a great time. Some of it will probably be relatable to some extent, but it's just so ridiculous from every little scene. Every little scene just leaves you feeling the basque of nonsense that this comedy has to offer. From the opening little cartoon with Santa Claus going down the chimney and everything already going wrong for him in the cartoon, it sets up the perfect mood for what kind of Christmas movie this is. It's your traditional family, centering obviously around Chevy Chase's character, Clark Griswold, wanting everything to go so perfect for a big family Christmas. But now, you're already asking too much by inviting one person to stay with you for Christmas, let alone two sets of grandparents, and, I guess mistakenly, his cousin Ed and his family, and their great aunt, I want to say, and great uncle. I'll go with that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Nothing works right off the bat. His family's going to get a Christmas tree, and they didn't even bring a saw or an axe to get the tree out. It doesn't fit the living room. And then there's the light escapade, putting up so many, taking up so much time, and they're not working properly. Thankfully, we get to them working, otherwise his meltdown would have come a lot sooner. But okay, he has a plan for a big Christmas surprise. He's putting in a pool next spring, but oof, he's already promised funds he does not currently have in his account. He expects the big Christmas bonus. Of course that doesn't come through like it should. That's what blows him off the deep end. But there's so many other great scenes you can go over. Him sledding down the hill in his little, I guess you want to call it a sled. It's basically a metal pan, but he uses some kind of special coating to make the scene worthwhile. Him stuck in the attic while he was just trying to hide some Christmas presents, innocently enough, but gets locked up there. My God, there's just so many great scenes to go over in this movie. I can't really stop. The dinner scene, hilarious. The turkey is as dry as you'd expect it to be, and they all have to basically chew on bones. It's so funny. I can't really do this movie justice by going for like a full review. You just want to talk about every single scene and what's great about it. And the music, fantastic. It uses, I want to say, some unknown enough Christmas music. It's Christmas music you wouldn't hear in any other traditional Christmas movie you watch every year, in my opinion. Although I'll say one thing, Santa Claus, Here Comes Santa Claus, to be more specific, used when the police are going around his home because Ed kidnapped his boss when Griswold finally flipped his lid. And hilarious. Hilarious. All the cop cars pulling in while Here Comes Santa Claus is playing. Oh my gosh, priceless. Absolutely priceless. Everyone plays their role to a fantastic T. The cast is great. They work so well together, and Chevy Chase, whether either losing his mind, getting overexcited, or his dry wit, keep the humor in this so darn well. There isn't like a moment of rest enough when you think something else is going to happen, because we move on from one classic scene to another so quickly. He flips his lid. He gets a new tree when his old tree burns because of the freaking great uncle lighting a match with this ridiculous sewer gas going everywhere. And then what happens? There's a freaking squirrel in it, and that causes the family to go absolutely bat crazy. You cannot judge this movie without enjoying every little scene and trying to come up with some kind of criticism. And I can't think of anything off the top of my head when it comes to criticism for this. It's just so funny. It's one of my favorite family Christmas movies today. Debatably the best Christmas comedy of all time. There's not much else that can really top this, to be honest. It keeps you laughing throughout the whole movie. And granted, it's nothing too original in my opinion. But again, everyone works so well at it. And there isn't a moment of boredom. There isn't a moment of rest. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. Chevy Chase has definitely grown on me the past few years. I have tried to get into some of his other movies. I think I finally watched Spies Like Us for the first time this past year. Funny Farm, I think he was in that. I remember him being hilarious in some kind of farm movie. I want to watch his Fletch movies, but he's always going to be the best in this Christmas Vacation movie. There's no putting it down, and there's no hard criticism I can give off the bat with this. It's one of the classics. If you don't watch this every year, I hope you have suitable enough replacements, because it's the standard, man. This is a standard of Christmas comedy. And if anyone thought I was going to rag bad on this, you're wrong. It's great. It's great. So there we go. Basically, that's all I need to get off my chest about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's just, these scenes are great. I want to go over what the best are and watch it. If you haven't seen it, get the family together. I can't praise this one enough. And I'm happy to get it off the bucket list. Hope you all have a lovely day or night depending on when this comes out. Keep it real. See you for another one.